New and disturbing video has emerged from Sydney, capturing the moment gunfire ripped through a crowded beachside celebration. Images show panic spreading across Bondi Beach, people running, hiding, and diving for cover as shots rang out at a Hanukkah festival. The suspected shooter, in white trousers, opening fire can also be seen in the footage. The footage is raw and chaotic. Gunshots echo across Bondi Beach as people flee in all directions. Personal belongings are abandoned on the grass. Families and bystanders crouch behind whatever cover they can find. The attack targeted a Hanukkah celebration where hundreds had gathered to mark the first night of the Jewish holiday. By the time the shooting ended, 15 people were dead. Dozens more were injured, several of them critically. Authorities say a father and son are suspected of carrying out the attack. The older man, aged 50, was shot and killed at the scene. His 24-year-old son was wounded and taken to hospital, where he remains under treatment. Videos circulating on social media appear to show both men firing weapons during the attack, though investigators are still analyzing the footage. Those killed include a 10-year-old girl, a rabbi, and a Holocaust survivor. What was meant to be a moment of faith and celebration became one of the darkest days in Australia's recent history. Police say the father held a firearms license and was a member of a gun club, suggesting he was a registered target shooter. An improvised explosive device was later found in a vehicle linked to one of the suspects, raising further concerns about the scale of the threat. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese described the scenes as shocking and deeply distressing. He called the attack an act of antisemitic terrorism and said the country must confront the growing threat of hate-fueled violence. The Prime Minister confirmed that Australia's Domestic Intelligence Agency had previously examined the son's associates several years ago, though he was not assessed as an imminent danger at the time. The shooting comes amid a sharp rise in anti-Semitic incidents across Australia. Authorities say assaults, vandalism, threats, and intimidation have surged over the past year, alarming Jewish communities nationwide. Australia, with a population of nearly 28 million, has some of the strictest gun laws in the world. Mass shootings are rare. This attack is the deadliest the country has seen in more than 3 decades. In response, the government has proposed tougher gun measures and renewed scrutiny of how licensed firearms are monitored, amid criticism that warning signs were not acted on sooner. International reaction has been swift. U.S. President Donald Trump called the attack a terrible act of anti-Semitic violence, as leaders around the world expressed solidarity with Australia.
This is a targeted attack on Jewish Australians on the first day of Hanukkah, which should be a day of joy, a celebration of faith. An act of evil anti-Semitism, terrorism, that has struck the heart of our nation. An attack on Jewish Australians is an attack on every Australian, and every Australian tonight will be, like me, devastated on this attack on our way of life. There is no place for this hate, violence and terrorism in our nation. Let me be clear, we will eradicate it. Amidst this vile act of violence and hate will emerge a moment of national unity, where Australians across the board will embrace their fellow Australians of Jewish faith at this dark moment for our nation. Our police and security agencies are working to determine anyone associated with this outrage. Our agencies will provide you with factual updates as quickly as possible as they continue to emerge. The evil that was unleashed at Bondi Beach today is beyond comprehension, and the trauma and loss that families are dealing with tonight is beyond anyone's worst nightmare. Australians have had their lives cruelly stolen, and many have been injured. For all Australians, our first thoughts are with those in the terrible early hours of their grief. We are also thinking of everyone being treated for their injuries, and many of whom are alive right now because of the courage and quick action of the New South Wales Police and the first responders who rushed to their aid, as well as the courage of everyday Australians who, without hesitating, put themselves in danger in order to keep their fellow Australians safe.
Before we begin, however, I want to just pay my respects to the people. Unfortunately, 2 are no longer with us. Brown University, 9 injured, and 2 are looking down on us right now from heaven. And likewise in Australia, as you know, that was a terrible attack, 11 dead, 29 badly wounded. And that was an anti-Semitic attack, obviously. And I just want to pay my respects to everybody. I must say in Syria also, we had an attack in Syria, and we had 3 great patriots terminated by bad people, and not the Syrian government. It was ISIS. Syrian government fought by our side. The new president fought by our side. But I just want to pay my respects to the families. We also had 3 injured, but 2 of them are already out of the hospital, and one's going to be okay. But we lost 3, so it was a rough day. But to Australia and the Prime Minister, to everybody that we know so well, we get along with so well, we have a great relationship. That's a terrible situation going on over there. Think of that. And Brown University, great school, great, really one of the greatest schools anywhere in the world. Things can happen. So to the 9 injured, get well fast, and to the families of those 2 that are no longer with us, I pay my deepest regards and respects from the United States of America.